Hello, and welcome to today's episode. The Bible is referred to as the living Word of God. It isn't a book that is meant simply to be read. It is a perspective-altering substance that is meant to be ingested and absorbed into you. And when it becomes a part of you, it changes you. And that is exactly what it is meant to do. A psalm is a spiritual song based on a profound, foundational insight that is expressed in the form of music, which is usually played on a harp. This is my own paraphrase of the Psalms. Now, there is an important difference between a paraphrase and a translation, and it is important to understand what that difference is. A translation takes a text word by word, and it finds the most accurate word in another language to convey the meaning of that original word. But sometimes getting the details right can come at the expense of the big picture. For example, the literal translation for a butt dial and the literal translation for a booty call could end up being exactly the same if they were both translated very literally into another language. But we all know that those are two very different ideas. A paraphrase, on the other hand, is attempting to capture the spirit of the idea that is being expressed. But both approaches come with their own disadvantages. Sometimes the most literal translation for each word, while technically accurate, loses something in its translation. For example, if you were to translate the phrase, "cat got your tongue," into another language, it would make no sense to them. Why would a cat grab your tongue? What are you even talking about? In order to convey the original idea, you would have to find out which saying is used in that other language to express the same concept. But it might not involve a cat, or even any animal at all. So the literal translation would not be a very accurate one. But in a case like the one that I just described, the idea is more important than sticking to a very literal translation that loses all of its intended meaning. However, because paraphrases are an individual's interpretation of the underlying idea, instead of a rigorous academic translation of the word, they are not as objectively accurate as a translation is. A paraphrase is a lot more subjective, and that makes it much more susceptible to interpretations that are way off the mark of the original text's intent. The focus of a translation is on detailed accuracy, and sometimes the broader picture is not conveyed very clearly as a result. The focus of a paraphrase is on painting that big picture, but it often loses the accuracy of the finer details. Both of these are useful as long as you understand which is which, and what the disadvantages to each approach are. And that is why I recommend using both an accurate translation like the New American Standard and a responsible paraphrase. Psalm 28, a psalm of David. Most High, you alone are the solid bedrock that grounds me. Do not turn a deaf ear to my prayer when I call you. For if you were to answer me with silence, I will be stranded like those who fall into a deep pit, and I will soon end up dead in a gutter somewhere. So please respond to the sound of my voice when I turn to you in times of prayer, when I cry out to you for your help, when I stretch my hands upward in an appeal to your private sanctuary, the one that is inside your holy temple. Most High, Do not drag me off along with those who commit evil deeds and with people who deliberately do wrong out of sheer defiant stubbornness, who preach the virtue of peace to their fellow men, while evil lurks inside of their own hearts. Pay them back in the way that best fits the things that they have done and the evil that they have practiced. Repay them in full for every action that they ever took in life. Pay them back as they truly deserve, in direct proportion to the quality of their interactions with other people and the way that they conducted their business. Give them their just deserts. He will tear them down instead of building them up, because they do not respect the deeds of the Most High and honor the way that He interacts with people or understand anything that He does. Blessed be the Most High, because He heard my voice when I prayed for His mercy in this situation. The Most High is truly my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in Him, and I always receive the help I need. As a result, my heart is filled with joy and lifted up. My gratitude to Him overflows out of me, and I express it in my songs. The Most High is His people's strength. He is strong for those that He has chosen to anoint with the calling of His Spirit. He is their stronghold of saving grace. Bless the people that you have inherited, and save your people. Be their shepherd always. Reach down and lift them into your arms to be carried for all time. I pray that whatever voice God might choose to give me in this world, He would also give me the words that I should use it for. These words have meaning for me, and if they had some meaning for you as well, then I am truly grateful that we have both been given a gift from above and from each other. Have a good day out there, my friends.